We're going to wait just a couple more minutes and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then I'll be posting this recording to My Hanover so people who aren't able to join us can see. There's an open Q&A. If you click on Q&A, if you have questions as we go, you can ask those questions and I'll try to answer them. So this is the Wellness Housing Interest session. I'm just going to go over the application, what wellness is, and answer any questions people have. So Wellness Community is going to be living in a new house next year. I'll actually pull up a picture of what that house looks like. It is going to be on Clemens Street, which leads right up to the stadium. And the house is 12 students. And this is what it's going to look like. It's actually going to be built starting this week. There's parts of the house coming this week, so that's pretty exciting. It will house 12 people. The floor plan is like this. And so there is 6 bedrooms, 4 upstairs, 2 downstairs, with a family room, a dining room, a full kitchen, half bath on the first floor, and then there's 3 full baths in the house. There will be an RA living in one of the bedrooms. I believe bedroom number 2 upstairs will be where the RA will be living, and that'll be Katarina Rexing. And then for people who are interested in applying, the application is on SurveyMonkey at this website up here. So I'll be sharing the individual links to students. I'm hoping to do that maybe this evening because I have all of the links ready for all of the housing applications. But the application is open for applications to go ahead and start coming in. So Wellness Community is essentially a house of people who have a common goal of developing wellness. So helping themselves be more well in mental health, spiritual health, physical health, and their lifestyle. And so what happens in that house is that the RA will help program around 6 dimensions of wellness, including some of the ones I just talked about, that physical, intellectual health, social, spiritual, emotional, and then occupational. So talking about how do you start thinking about applying for jobs and working on your resume, things like that will be part of the wellness housing as well. So folks living in wellness housing would be in the newly constructed house on 215 Clemens Street. The cost is listed there. And one of the biggest things to know if you commit to living in the space is it is substance free. So that's part of the wellness culture, is that there's no alcohol, drugs, or tobacco used in the house. So these applications are due by Monday, April 6th at noon. And then we have a committee that will be reviewing all of those and making selections. And then students will find out if they're going to be a part of that community by March 7th. So that says March, April 7th. I'm going to fix that. Then the application itself asks for your name, gender, student ID, what class you will be in the fall, what is your cumulative GPA. We don't really use that for anything unless we have like a tie on who we're trying to decide between. And then if you know who you want to live with, you would tell us that and who they are. Those requests would have to be mutual, and both people need to apply to live in wellness. If you don't know who you want to live with, that is completely okay. You'll tell us if you'd be willing to be matched with someone else who's applied who doesn't know. And sometimes in wellness, actually quite often, folks don't know who they want to live with. And so they'll say, yes, I'm willing to be matched with someone else, and then we will help find someone that would be a good roommate match. Then you have to complete a short essay. The short essay includes telling us why you're interested in living in wellness and what ideas you have for wellness for the programming. So very simple. It doesn't need to be long. This is like a paragraph, short paragraph each. Very simple, but you just upload that document of those essay answers. And then it talks about the wellness expectations, so that you would be engaging in a healthy lifestyle, abstaining from alcohol and drugs and tobacco in the house, encouraging people to live well, being involved in the house, contributing to a positive living environment, etc. So you would agree with those. Review the housing terms and conditions for next year, which is our housing contract. And then you're going to say that your application is all true. You're going to tell us your initials, and then you're going to do a digital signature at the bottom. And that's the entire application. It's very, very simple. You fill it out, get it in by the deadline of April 6th, and we'll get back to folks the following day. So are there any questions from anybody? Okay, I'm not seeing any. So if there are any questions, I can be emailed as well at fallstick@hanover.edu. All of these applications, again, the links will be coming out shortly, and so you'll be able to go ahead and start applying and get that taken care of. The sooner the better, just because you don't have to worry about it then once classes resume on the 30th. So thank you for attending. I will go ahead and post this video to My Hanover, so if there are questions down the road, you don't remember what something was, you can jump back on and check.